So, good morning, dear student. Today we are going to start a new chapter. So, today we will discuss flow chart of a chapter human environment, settlement, transport, and communication. So, in this chapter, we will discuss whatever main point. So, we are going to discuss through the introduction of a chapter. And through the flow chart, we'll discuss. Before that, we have completed communication, yeah, understanding media chapter. Media chapter we have completed. What are the mass media, balance agenda, set agenda, balance report. Now we are going to discuss about the human environment, settlement, transport, and communication. So in this chapter, we'll discuss about the settlement, transport, and communication. So human environment made up by the mostly settlement, different means of transport, and communication. So dear students, settlement means what? Settlement where we are living, houses. These are known as the settlement. These are known as the settlement where we are living, houses. So this is known as the settlement. Settlement are two types. One is the permanent settlement and temporary settlement. Permanent settlement where we are living is made up by the metal houses or maybe pakka houses or sometimes it may be kacha or like. So permanent settlement where we live permanently, that is known as the permanent settlement. And temporary settlement means the we construct for temporary purpose. Like if you are seeing during the construction of national highway, four lanes, super express highway, so they have constructed temporary colonies in that area, or when they maybe complete their task or whatever decided by them, so they destroy the settlement that is known as the temporary settlement. Another one example of temporary settlement, like when we visit anyone some tourist spot, so where the tent houses are constructed or tent or maybe the temporary houses, these are known as the temporary settlement. Temporary means the according to what it is the meaning is clear for a short period. When a house constructed for a short period or when a house constructed for a permanently, that is the permanent settlement, and another one is the temporary settlement. So these are the two types of settlement we'll discuss in this chapter. And permanent settlement also have two types we'll discuss in this, like a compact settlement. Compact means what? Compact means the congested. Congested means the when a house construct as in congested, like in such type of houses, like congested houses. Okay, such type of settlements are known as the compact settlement. When a house is close to, maybe built close to each houses, that is known as the compact. Compact means the dense. Okay, so such settlement where we can see the such category of settlement in where the population density high in towns, metro cities, like. And spread settlement, scattered means the where settlement are spread. Spread means the distance. Just say one settlement maybe and another one settlement, like settlement means the houses. So these are the scarce settlement. Such type of settlement are found in the in which area where population density is less. What is the population density? Population density means what? Population density is the word which represent like a total number of population living in particular area. Suppose any one area population is 10,000 and divided by a size of the particular region, state, country, like. तो डिवाइड बाय द साइज, सपोज साइज इज द 100 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर, एरिया है 100 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर एंड पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी इज पॉपुलेशन इज 10,000, तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ पॉपुलेशन लिविंग इन पर्टिकुलर एरिया divided by the total area of particular region where you want to find out the density. So divide it, okay. So per 100, so density is 100, okay. Population density in such area will be 100, yani 1 square kilometer 100 people are living. In 1 square kilometer 100 people are living, that is known as the population density. तो where population density high, जहाँ पे population ज्यादा होगी, तो means the more and more houses are required to settle, okay. तो more and more houses are required to settle, तो in such area multi-story building may be constructed, may be compact settlement may be constructed, means the congested houses, like the congested means the houses are close to close, okay. So such area where the population density is less, population density less, where like in desert area, like in mountain area, or yeah, such country or continent where the population density is less, या population size is less, like Australia, Canada, Rajasthan means the western part of Rajasthan desert area. So in that area houses are found in such manner scattered like a distance. So such settlement is known as the state settlement. So we will discuss both category of settlement. Today I am giving only introduction. Okay. Next one is the transport. We will discuss in this chapter about the transport. So dear student, there are four means of transport today we are using. And apart from the four means, we will discuss in class 10 different types of transport also. Transport means what? Transport means we can say transport those machines or maybe the such which provide the service for the goods and human beings. Goods मतलब product and for human beings means PR. So those facility means that we can move from one place to another by help of which, that is known as the transport, by help of which. So today pipeline is also important transport because water a goods is traveling through the pipeline. But in your class we'll discuss about only four means of transport. When you maybe in senior classes, so we'll discuss deeply or in details. So today we'll discuss in this chapter about the four means of transport. One is the roadways, another one is the railways, or next one is the waterways and airways, okay. So roadways transport are the two category. Roadways transport are two category, roads are two category, like a metal road and metal road. Metal matlab metal road constructed by them means the like a dumper or such type of metal road we can say inside the towns or cities or rural area also. Or unmetal matlab kachi sadak means the kacha road like this. When a construct without the like a maybe construct maybe the no construction is required for a unmetal road. So metal and no unmetal road we will discuss in this chapter about the roadways. I will discuss in this chapter about merit and demerit of roadways. What are the merit and demerit of roadways? So dear student, what is the merit of the roadways? Merit of the roadways, it is connected to the door-to-door facility. It provides door-to-door facility. Means suppose my house is connected, only the road is the only transport which are connected everywhere. Suppose if you want to visit railway, you want to visit waterways, airways, transport, so road is required. Means the in other words we can say that road is the only one such means of transport which provides the door-to-door service, door-to-door service, and another one it also a supportive transport for the rest of transport. Means the rest of transport are connected only through roads. So in this chapter we will discuss about the merit and demerit of roadways. So roadways merit we have discussed, it provides the door to door facility. Means just suppose you want to loading any goods or such, so road is required. You can't directly approach to the railway station or a seaport or maybe the airport. So all
अभी
three
जब
transport
आपको
are
अच्छा लगा
connected with the
बच
air
गए ना
only.
then pass this.
Just a minute, dear. Please mute your mic. So road transport is plays an important role. And in your book is not given, but I am giving the different categories of the road. Okay, for your verbal information. So there are the different categories of the road, like a super highways. This type of road are in 6 or 8 lane categories. Super highways. Another one category of the road is the national highway. These are the 4 lane or 6 lane maybe. National highway. Third category of the roads are the state highway. Fourth category of the road are the district road. Fifth category of the roads are the local or village road. Sixth category of the roads are the border roads. Okay. So these are the roads have the trade inside our country. So there are two most categories of the road constructed mostly in our country. Two means the through the different scheme. One is the golden quadrilateral and another one is the corridor. What is the golden quadrilateral? Golden
मम्मी
quadrilateral connect the all four metro cities. Okay, Kolkata is our important metro cities. Kolkata, Delhi, and Mumbai and Chennai. So these are connected
and
with the Golden Quadrilateral. Please mute your mic, please, dear. So this is known as the Golden Quadrilateral, which has connected the four metro cities from Kolkata to Delhi, Delhi to Mumbai, Mumbai to Chennai, Chennai to Kolkata. So this is known as the Golden Quadrilateral. Okay, this connectivity between the four metro cities. Another one is corridor. A corridor are the two categories of corridor. One is the east-west corridor. East-west corridor start from the Assam, Silchar and till Porbandar of Gujarat. This is the connected with the east-west corridor from the Assam, Silchar to till Porbandar, Gujarat. Another one from the Jammu Kashmir to Srinagar to Kanyakumari, that is known as the north and south corridor. So these are known as the super highways. Like a Yamuna, Agra Yamuna highways are super highways. Another one known as the national highway category, second category. So national highway, you know, which are maintained by the CPWD, Central Public Work Development. Central Public Work Development maintain the national highways. So national highway where the you have seen the toll tax or maybe toll collected by the only national government, central government. Why? To maintain or to construct the new roads. Next is the state highway. So state highway take care by the PWD. PWD is Public Work Development. So it is maintained or maybe constructed by the PWD. That is known as the state highway. If you see in your Chittor, where from the Chittor to Kapasam there is the one road passage that is known as the state highway. So you know booth or maybe toll collection by on the state highway by the state government. So it is maintained by the state government. Next category of the road is district road. So district road are connected with the entire district, with the headquarter of district, with the different tehsil. This road are constructed by the Jilla Parishad. Another one road is the village road. Such road are constructed by the village or maybe the through the central government like a Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana. These are the part. Last category of the road is the border road, which are constructed on the border where the our countries sharing the border with other nations. So these are part of central government. So these are the different category of the road. Not will discuss in this chapter, but I am giving the updatation regarding the different category of road. So in this chapter, we'll discuss about the roadways, importance of roadways, You know, underground roadways means the underpass roadways constructed, and metal and unmetal road only. Second one is the railway. You know, railway is the good means of transport to carry the use material, heavy loads and the in large quantity. So railways are required to carry the large quantity for a loading. Means the it is good for the large quantity. So railway merit and demerit we will discuss. There are three category of railways: meter gauge, broad gauge, and narrow gauge. We will discuss. These are the three category of railway track. Railway track, if you see, so meter gauge distance between the two railway track between the two railway track, that is the 1 meter. That is known as the meter gauge. The distance between two, that is the 1 meter only. That is known as the meter gauge railway line. If you see the two lines like a railway track, two patries, so distance between the two, that is the 1 meter. That is known as the meter gauge. Broad gauge is 1.6. Distance between the two lines, it is 1.6. So today in Chittor, those railway track we are using, that is the broad gauge. Distance between the two track is 1.6, and narrow gauge 0.66. 0.66 meter narrow gauge is a small line like a small track. So such category of track are mostly in our Rajasthan. There is only one track, that is in Dholpur district. That is narrow gauge. Narrow gauge are constructed in such area which is the railway line. Not a easy task to construct the railway line, or maybe in the mountain or hilly area, or maybe. So such railway tracks are part of heritage. Mostly like in Himachal, there is the one train which run on the narrow gauge. So you know that train is the part of World Heritage. World Heritage के अंदर वो आती है वो ट्रेन. This train used for tourist and for shooting of movie shooting or such type of serial like this. So these are the three category of railways. That is the meter gauge. Distance between the two lines is 1 meter, 1.66, 1.6 meter, and narrow gauge is the small. So early time in from Chittor to Mauli or Udaipur there was the narrow gauge line. But today we are not using the narrow gauge. Or if you want to see the narrow gauge line, so you may be see from the Mauli to Nagwara, there is the narrow gauge line. Okay. So in this chapter we will discuss about the different category of railway track and what are the merit and demerit of railways. Okay. Third one is waterways. We will discuss in this chapter about waterways. So waterways are two category. Two category means the inland waterways and sea routes. Inland means what? Inside our country, inland waterways like a rivers, pond, lakes. These are the inland waterways. Inland means the surrounded by land, like a rivers, lakes, ponds are part of such type of waterland. So we will discuss inland waterways in this chapter, and sea routes means the apart from abroad of country. Sea routes we will discuss in this chapter. This is the cheapest transport for, but it is not easily everywhere. It is not available everywhere. Suppose in those people who are living in Delhi or Himachal, Jammu, Kashmir, Rajasthan, so we need to visit the such ports which are located at the coastal area. So this transport are not available everywhere. It is cheapest transport. I agree. It is used for to export the goods for other nation for export and import. Utilization of this means of transport for export and import for the minerals, for goods, to the different nations. So in this chapter, not a detail given, but there are different ports we are utilizing for the export and import. Like in Gujarat, Kandla port. In Mumbai, there are two ports: Mumbai port and Jawaharlal Nehru port. In Goa, Marggoa port, Panji port. Okay. In later on, if we see the in Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram port, later on Kanyakumari, if we visit eastern coastal area, so Visakhapatnam port, Paradip port, Chennai port, and Kolkata port, Haldia port. These are the different port. Okay. Another one is the airways. Airways is the fastest means of transport, less time consuming, but is the expensive transport, or it is not Egypt for a sea, it is not available everywhere. Okay, suppose you want to visit through the means of airways, so we must be travel till the Dabok airport. So these are the two categories: domestic airlines and international airlines. So these are the two categories. Domestic is the such airlines which means the flight inside the country only, domestic flight, okay, or international which are connected with the international with the other nations, okay. So these are the two category of airlines, domestic and international. Or last one topic we'll discuss in this chapter, that is the communication. अब communication means I am communicating to the student, that is the communication, means of communication. So today there are different sources we are using for communicate, like a radio, televisions, mobiles, laptop. So through the through the letter means the postal letters. Okay, so these are the source of communication, or these are earlier we were discussing understanding media. These are communicating the lot of people and the means mass population. So this is also known as the mass media. So communication, day by day, source of communication is changing there. Earlier we were using the different source like a letter sources. Later on we started the telegram when a technology had changed. Later on we started the landline phone when a technology had changed. Through the landline we communicate to each other. Later on we started the mobile phone, so we will communicate with the our means we can talk to another one person. Later on updatation of mobile phone, Android phone and come, so video call is possible. So communication sources has updated. Today we are communicating with the Zoom classes through the latest technology. So these are the source of communication. So in this chapter, dear student, at the last we'll discuss about the communication. So these are the main point in this chapter. We'll discuss about that. So I'm repeating. First, we'll discuss about the settlement. What are the different category of settlement? Later on, we'll discuss about the means of transport. There are four means of transport. We will discuss: roadways, waterways, airways, and railways. We'll discuss different category of the transport. We'll discuss merit and demerit of transport. What are the merit? What are the demerit? Merit मतलब फायदे, demerit मतलब नुकसान. Okay. So for a road, demerit is what? Maintenance is required every year. Maintenance after rainy season, maintenance is required. Too much maintenance is required for road transport. At the last, we'll discuss about the communication. What is the importance of communication? And today, communication is playing the important role with the help of information technology. Communication can't develop without the IT sector, information technology. So information technology is playing the important role to develop the communication. Or mostly information technology sector are developed in southern part of India. Capital of information technology is known as the Bangalore. Bangalore and surrounding Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, these are the communicate is the IT sector for our country. These are the area developed in IT sector. So today IT is playing the important role in communication, dear student. So this is the introduction of a chapter 7, human environment, settlement, transport and communication through the flow chart. So tomorrow we'll start the chapter 7, human environment, settlement and means of transport, and how the communication is playing the important role for our nation. Okay dear. So means of transport, when they may be developed, so it will be less time consuming, it will be save our time, it will be no extra burden for a maintenance. Suppose there is no such proper road, so maintenance are required for a vehicle like Or earlier time, you know, such a 4 lane or 6 lane were not constructed. Today, this time is we are saving the time between the two places like from Jaipur to Kota, Jaipur to Delhi, like this. So all metro cities, most of cities are connected with the 4 lane. So that is the good, that is the lifelines for our in the country. These are the only the lifelines. These are the income sources for our country. These are income through this, not a traveling purpose. If you want to export or import any product, any goods from one place to another, so when it is time consuming, when our transport may be developed, so it will be save our economy or GDP also. So dear student, tomorrow we will continue chapter 7. Okay, have a good day. Thank you.